drivers can charge their house with a Ford F150 Lightning. Ford's F-150 is hitting the market and it's changing the automobile industry. Some say it is the most important EV ever made. This video will amaze you with something that the Ford F-150 Lightning can do and possibly help every American household. You will agree that the Ford F-150 Lightning is the most important truck ever built. We will run through many of the features of the F-150 Lightning, so you will agree this vehicle is the most important EV ever made. Let's start on the reasons people should definitely feel safe with this EV. The Lightning has 580 horsepower and 775 pound-feet of torque. With only 9 inches of ground clearance, this vehicle isn't designed for off-roading, but it does have those capabilities, because of course the job site isn't always paved. The rear locker does indeed physically lock the rear wheels together to ensure that they spin at the same pace while the vehicle is in off-road mode. If one wheel begins to slide, it won't just start spinning on its own. Instead, it will transfer power to the other wheel, providing us more traction to advance. Ford has been building trucks for nearly a century, and this series, the Ford F-150, has been the most popular selling vehicle in the United States for the past 40 years. With all the power, horsepower, and torque that goes to the wheels, the Lightning is the fastest truck Ford has ever produced. It is a game changer going forward, especially now that it has been electrified and dubbed the truck of the future. Despite the Ford F-150 Lightning hitting the market hard, it's absolutely silent while revving around, which is absolutely outstanding. All the front and rear accessories should continue to fit the new Lightning. One benefit of having an electric vehicle is that the front, which formerly housed the motor, is now a storage area with a surface that can support 400 pounds of weight. Under here, there are also 4 outlets, a few USB ports, some more storage, and a drain plug. The entire unit can be filled with ice and used as a massive cooler, thanks to the drain plug. To keep things orderly, this can also be set up in various locations as a divider. Another powerful feature that the vehicle has is its 12-volt battery. All EVs have high and low voltage systems, but this one has easily accessible 12-volt terminals. So Ford F-150 Lightning drivers can jumpstart another car whose 12-volt battery has died. The tailgate has some intriguing features of its own and may be motorized up or down. The power outlets are another impressive feature. There are 5 more standard outlets in addition to 1 240-volt outlets for welders or other high-powered devices. This port, which is used to power the truck, is the same one that can power a home. So the moment someone plugs in the truck and parks it in their garage at night, it starts to function as a backup system for their house. This truck's capacity for dual charging is what most people will probably find to be the most powerful feature. The dual charging capability sets the Ford F-150 Lightning apart from all other competitors in the market. Remember the Texas power outage that affected 5 million people last year for several days in a row? The typical American home could be powered by this truck for 3 days. Both the truck's shorter-range battery pack and its longer-range battery pack are capable of completing the task. During that outage, Texans sure could have used a Ford F-150 Lightning. Just the fact that this truck can charge houses means a lot, knowing that many U.S. states are prone to not just power outages, but hurricanes, floods, and other natural calamities. With a vehicle like this truck, it could be a lifesaver for every American. To prevent the battery power from dissipating to the grid, additional hardware must be installed at the home, and if the power does go out, the charger will be able to detect it. Turn on the battery pack and keep a house lit for 3 full days, or up to 10 days if the power can be managed efficiently. Theoretically, it's also possible to run endlessly if homes are connected to solar panels. All of this is wholly American-made off-grid energy independence. Maybe every American household needs a Ford F-150 Lightning. According to Ford, maintenance costs for electric vehicles will be 40% lower over the first 5 years or 75,000 miles than those for vehicles powered by gasoline. This means that driving an electric vehicle will cost less overall than driving a vehicle powered by gasoline, not just in terms of fuel cost, but also in terms of actual maintenance required. So basically, all you have to worry about is the windshield wiper fluid, brakes, and tires. The batteries are free from harm because the truck's battery pack is constructed of pouch-style lithium batteries and is shielded from the ground by skid plates. In addition, if people choose the extra towing package to tow up to 10,000 pounds, the cooling system will have 2 chillers in it to keep the batteries very cool while they are working extremely hard. Ford has integrated heating and cooling into its batteries. The Ford F150 features a sizable battery. The standard range battery is 125 kilowatt hours and the extended range version is 170 kilowatt hours. Now, the good thing about electric cars is that the drivers can accelerate just as quickly off the line as they can on the freeway. Ford Lightning is no slouch because its 0 to 60 speed is believed to be 4.4. That would make it faster than a 2021 Lexus LC convertible. Another thing to admire about Ford is the information they provide the market with. On the display, it's seen how much power the motors are producing, as well as how much power they are returning to the batteries as drivers slow down. They also receive the temperature of the coolant and the battery, which is a feature that's rarely seen with other electric cars. Compared to what some people are used to, the Lightning has a lot more space. A host of advantages come along with that. There's a physical button to move almost everything. It has buttons to adjust the mirrors, the windows, for locking the vehicle, to move the steering wheel back and forth, and there are also buttons for the headlights and exterior lighting as well. A huge display off to the side for navigation and selecting drive modes is also present here on this EV. There's even a button that lets the shifter lay flat on the console, creating extra space for laptops, trays, and food. It's literally like having a desk in the truck, so take your lunch break in the Lightning and relax. Another amazing feature of this F150 Lightning is that the seats can lie entirely flat, so you can take a cozy nap if you need to charge it. It takes 40 minutes to charge from 15 to 80%. Some will nap, and others will take advantage of the amazing feature that provides chair massages. For this reason, users of the truck get to decide whether to use the truck for work or leisure purposes. The vehicle has a lower glove box and upper glove box, as well as wireless charging right at the bottom, as well as a sunroof. With so many features, the vehicle is truly dual in nature and can be used for both work and play. This pickup truck is still full-sized in the back. The seats appear to be able to be raised for greater storage. There is a ton of space here, and users do have the option to lock it in place to seal off the area beneath the seat from the rest of the cab. There is also space for seat clamps to hold down wood or anything else for people who are working on the tailgate, as well as a tie-down point. Another unique feature is that it can weigh the stuff that is in the truck bed. Around 2,000 pounds of wood could definitely fit in the truck. These trucks are now in service, and as an added benefit, the factory that makes them is a zero-waste to landfill facility, which means that none of the garbage produced during production, not even the shipping pallets, is dumped in a landfill. In one way or another, everything is recycled. The vehicle's EV components are covered by a 100,000-mile warranty, and lithium battery technology has been shown to live far longer than that. Furthermore, lithium batteries are currently 95% recyclable when they reach the end of their useful lives. The battery's internal chemistry can be recovered and utilized once more in upcoming EVs. Another great feature of this truck is its bi-directional charging. Forget charging homes, because this truck can charge other EVs as well. In fact, what Ford did as a whole was on another level of genius. They grabbed attention to their newest series, delighted their customers, and even managed to trigger Tesla owners at the same time. And what is this special feature? Well, none other than Tesla adapters. In a stroke of brilliant marketing, Ford announced that it would include Tesla adapters with their first few trucks to be shipped out. What's the significance? Well, let's just say that for some people, their choice of vehicles is not just a surface thing, but an expression of their identity. Tesla vehicles are known to be cool and futuristic, popularly associated with CEOs and Silicon Valley people, while trucks bring to mind the countryside and manual labor. That's precisely why Tesla made their Cybertruck look the stuff of sci-fi dreams. Truck enthusiasts can definitely say that this is the reason for Tesla owners getting angry with F-150 Lightning owners. Lightning owners are dubbing themselves the Tesla Rescue Squad. The crazy part most people will love about the Ford F-150 Lightning is that everything starts at $42,000. When companies manufacture automobiles on a large scale, the possibilities are quite amazing. According to Ford, its goal for the upcoming year is to speed up its plant so that it can produce 150,000 of these trucks. Why is this truck better than other EVs? That's the question most truck enthusiasts find themselves asking when confronted with the specs and feats of this model. Well, the answer is simple. It's a one-stop shop for everything a driver could ever want to do with a vehicle. It's a model that's suited for work and play. It's a vehicle that users can bring to work with all of its space and beautiful interior. Yet it's also the truck drivers would want to bring with them on a camping trip, a mountain trail, or a weekend with friends. It's a truck drivers can use for manual labor, like collecting wood with its capacity to carry massive weight. Yet also the vehicle an individual can use in times of emergencies, like power outages. It's efficient in its diversity, which gives the users the best bang for their buck. Another benefit of producing trucks for the past 100 years is that systems are already in place for them to grow that quickly. The Ford F150 Lightning is a game changer and something that the market, especially truck enthusiasts, should be excited to ride.